You can't see my lamp. What's wrong with my angle? You don't need to see that lamp. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. The shampoo that glorifies your hair. All right, I'm going to say it every time. That's going to be my new opening for all my... I hope Halo Shampoo isn't still in business because I'm giving them free advertisement. Hello, everybody. Mouth check, face check. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Have you seen me? Ooh, baby, can you hear me? I'll tell you, you never know.
You're on, you're loud and clear. Hello, everyone.
Oh. Yes to all? Was that a voice from beyond? Am I hearing things?
Pay no attention to the man behind the lamp.
I bet you guys know who that voice belongs to. It is David from Texas. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. So happy to have you. Let's say, everybody say hello, David. Hello, David. Hello. Hello. So I want to thank David tonight because he is going to be calling the stop and the winners. And I also want to say thank you to Jeffrey Reed, everybody, round of applause. He is going to be typing in, because everybody wants me to do this, and I didn't do it last week. And he's going to type in start, $2, $12. So Jeffrey and David are working tonight. I also want to thank everybody else with the wrench. Karen Williams, Jeffrey Reed, I already said that. I believe Timeless Tommy might be here. KP. I'll look through here and try to forget anybody. I'm not sure if Alyssa is here, but Poodle's here. All my folks with wrenches, they are called moderators, and they help make sure I don't make any mistakes, which I am prone to do. I certainly am. And so if I'm trying to see here, and if I miss anybody, pardon me. So sometimes I don't know who's here and who isn't. But thanks in advance to everybody who's helping keep things straight. And thank you. I'm not normally here on this particular Monday night. Now, this is the last. No, this isn't. There aren't 5 Mondays in August. This is blowout, end of summer, goodbye. You better use up that suntan lotion because you need to throw it away and don't use it again next summer. It loses its effectiveness. So we are at our official, not the official end, but the unofficial end of summer. Boo-hoo. I'm still getting some time in at the shore. I'm headed to the shore again. I don't want to tell you about that yet. And so I'll still get, what about you guys? Are you ready? Hands up, everybody who says yes. Wool sweaters, pumpkin spice. You ready for that? Or no, 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 no. Let's have a little more sunshine and time and pool time by the pool.
Tammy already had her first pumpkin spice latte yesterday.
Tammy, no. Yeah, but if you say no, no what? Yes, fall, or no? Did I say it wrong? Who's ready for fall and who is not, and who wants summer? I said it wrong. I asked it wrong. Now I can't. Now I made a mess. Hazel Atlas says yes, hoodies and sweaters. Sandra Grimm says no, not ready for fall. Allie wants her pumpkin spice. Lily's ready. Patsy wants the summer. Me too, Patsy. I ain't ready to say goodbye to summer. Less humidity. I agree with that, Alyssa. I'll take the less humidity. But I will not touch anything pumpkin until the first day of autumn. Somebody look it up. I don't know when it is, like the 22nd of September or something like that. It's another 3 weeks. I'm not doing it. You see, you rush it and then the thrill is gone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't have premature fall or autumn. You got to let summer last.
No, you can't. You got to keep the seasons the way they're supposed to be. What's so funny, Lily? What? Oh, you like spring year round? You know, Cheryl, the funny thing is spring is my least favorite season. I know I'm weird.
Allergies.
I have my reason. Huh?
Allergies.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have my reasons why spring is my least favorite season. I'm probably the only one who says boo-hoo to spring. Anyway, we are having a live sale tonight. Please bring on the fall. Well, 110, where are you? In Memphis? Spring is your favorite. No, I can skip spring. I can go from ice and snow to on the beach with you. Pumpkin spice is an abomination. Market ain't that bad. 116 in Phoenix. I thought it had cooled off. Anyway. Oh, before I forget. Okay, so I know you didn't know I was going to do this tonight, but I'm doing it. Will I be here next Monday night? It's Labor Day. Yes. I did a live sale on Memorial Day, which was a Monday. I will be here next Monday. I'll be here every Monday in September because it's autumn extravaganza. I didn't do one last year because I was buying this house. So I skipped like all of September, and October was all, trying to move and all that stuff. So I have a truckload. I have 5 truckloads of autumn for you. You are going to love it, and you're going to want some more of it. So every Monday night, including the 2 chaps, which is the second Monday, and I might have to throw in a special
Episode of the Old Curiosity Show.
I might have to, David, because I've got stuff. And if I don't sell it, I either have to lug it back up to the attic.
And no amber, iris, and herringbone.
No. Piece of dust floating around. All right, so it is now 8:09, and we usually get started at 9 o'clock. So let me get in here and say to you tonight that if you are old and you've bought from me before, I've already got your information. If you're new, you are welcome. You don't have to pre-register, and I don't want you to because it confuses me. So if you're new and you win something tonight, all I ask is that during the broadcast, that if you will go ahead and send your information right on the spot so that I know you're legit and I can put your things in place and get those invoices out tomorrow morning, bright and early. I ship from the South Jersey, Philadelphia area. I use Pirate Ship. Shipping is not included, but I use Pirate Ship I think I just said that, to ship as cheaply as possible. Okay, so I'll invoice you tomorrow. Sometime during the day, usually in the morning. And then if you'll pay as soon as you can, I appreciate it. And I try to get everything in the mail by Friday. It takes me a couple of days to get it all together. Everything is in the mail. I know, once again, I always, because of the different shipping now, things have not gotten to everybody yet, but everything's in the mail. There are no just in cases. That's right. Thanks, Karen. I appreciate you saying that. The moderators will help. I ask you kindly. I love you guys. And I'm so appreciative of your help. I would ask everyone, however, if you are not a moderator, if you would refrain from calling winners. Let's leave that up to the moderators. That cuts down on any type of confusion. But once I announce and the moderators agree and we're set on that, then round of applause for everybody. And as I always say, you don't have to buy anything. You can be here just to enjoy. I have got a truckload here on the table, and let's get into it right now. David, are you ready?
I am ready.
Jeffrey, are you ready?
I'm typing in the first stop.
All right. Now, Jeffrey is off mic tonight. So we got Jeffrey hiding, lurking somewhere. And if Jeffrey is ready, I'm going to say, Jeffrey, will you say start? $12. You're going to see that Jeffrey will type in start, $12. And let's see if he's paying attention. But you guys can go ahead. And look at that. And he put stars in front of it. So we start at $12, and it looks like I might need to turn these lights down a little bit. What I've got here, I think, is an Art Deco ashtray set, bridge set, maybe, and it's missing one of the ashtrays. A bridge set for playing cards, there's usually 4, and there would be a little ashtray because everybody had to smoke that cigarette while they're playing cards. So we're missing one. Or it could be a little nut dish server. Now, this is made in Germany. It does not have chips or cracks on it, but it's got a lot of crazing. And I do apologize that the light is washing it out a little bit. There's no mark on the bottom of this deco. And the reason why I say possibly a nut dish, you don't have those little, for the cigarettes, what are they, divots? Trivets? What is it, David? Those are the little...
Yeah, I call them divots.
Anyway.
Recess or divot.
That's cool and deco. That could just be a trinket box if you wanted it to be. Hold it still. Hold it still. And then we've got 3 of the little individuals. So whether you want them to be, and these do say Germany, and this is deco, so this is pre-war. You see there? Yeah, indent. I'll go with indent, Carmen.
Poodle's at 15 and Casey Boston's at 16.
Okay, so we've got Germany marked on the little cups, the little trays here. And I've only got 3. So, and I said no chips, but I lied. There's a chip. Look at him. Misrepresenting his things at the beginning. You can take your bid away if you want, because I didn't tell you the truth. There's a chip on that one. I didn't see that. I did tell you they were. I did tell you that they were crazed, but this doesn't have any chips on it at all, even if you just wanted a nice little Art Deco trinket dish. We will count this down, and I think the high bid right now is somewhere around $16 or $17. Remember, make sure you're in live chat, and we're going to refresh often. Here comes the countdown on this little Art Deco piece. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I do that because David is watching in Texas, and he will type in stop. And that's so go to the one before.
It'll be Poodle at 15 if she still wants it.
Very good. I see that. Move this.
KC could have had your DNA regardless of the chip.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Did Poodle? I'll wait and see if Poodle, I'll let you see what's next, and we'll wait for Poodle to say if she wants it, even though it has that chip in there. And did Poodle say yes at 15?
We're waiting. Yes, she wants it.
Okay. And it was 15?
15. Yes.
Jeffrey, if you'll type in $15, start on the Art Deco frame, $15, start. Thank you, Poodle, and everyone who bid. This is a little one. Now, before I say no damage, let me double check. Yeah, no damage, except it is missing its easel. 9 times out of 10, right? These little cardboard easels, they're gone. It was a bad design. They just always seem to break off. So you got to fashion something there to get it to stand up. But it's from the 30s. This is reverse painted, and you'll pop that open, which I'm not going to try to do right now. It's
Adam,
it is glass, and it is reverse painted, and it's got these wonderful deco chrome corners, and they're all there. The size of the picture that it will hold would be a 2.5 by 3.5. So this is 2.5 by 3.5. That's the size picture that it would take. And then the frame is a little bit larger than that. Yeah, I've replaced the backs. I've done different things. You know, you can monkey with that. That's not a deal breaker. And those things just always seem to fall off. So reverse painted Art Deco glass frame. Make sure you're in live chat and make sure you refresh. We have a high bid right now of 20, and we're going to count this down. Ready? Good evening, everyone. Hi, Randy. So we're counting it down. It looks like the high bid right now is 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Lola May's at 25.
4, 3, 2, 1. You know what I'm going to accidentally do, David, because you said it. Let's go ahead and let this auction end before we get off on that. He knows what he jinxed me.
Lola May just missed out. Oh, no. Well, hold on. Yeah, Alyssa RN got it at 31.
Okay, wait a minute. Someone else typed in stop. Who's because it's cool?
That's me. Go ahead. That's me.
Oh, okay. That's you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm used to Dave.
I know. I'm in StreamYard under Dave, and then in YouTube under Because It's Cool.
All right. I was getting ready to say, no, wait a minute now.
No.
Who is this person?
I did announce that the stops would be coming from that. So.
Okay, let me go back to live chat. David, hit refresh. I see Lola. Wait a minute.
Okay, I did a refresh.
Yeah,
the
okay.
Refresh and live. Lola May's at 45 before the stop.
No, she outbid herself. She put in a bid.
No, Alyssa RN came in at 31. Lola May hit 45.
Oh, I see. Lola May's $30 bid.
Alyssa RN was 31.
That's
and then
right.
Lola May came in at 45.
So it is Lola May at 45. I see. Okay.
It looks like we're going to have to refresh after every item just to be sure.
It is Lola May at 45. And you'll see in there that Lola May is twice, but she put in she had to bid to outbid somebody else. Yeah, that's right. All right. Thank you, Lola May. I see Timeless Tommy has joined us. He's also working tonight. He's got a wrench. Tommy, thank you for also helping out. Appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. This thing, that confused me, David. You're going to have to tell me again who you are. What was it, baseball guy or something?
Yeah, baseball guy.
Is that what it says?
No.
7 inches tall on this luster vase. Jeffrey, will you type in $12 start on the luster vase for me? Thank you so much. $12 start on this luster vase. It's 7.5 inches tall. Who pays for shipping? You do. That's extra, Susan.
Yes, the purchaser has the pleasure of paying shipping. We don't want to take that away from you.
7.5 inches tall on this luster vase with no damage at all. And this is made in Japan, and this dates back to the 1930s. It has the Art Deco style to it, the bold colors, very sort of one-dimensional. Everything is stylized, and it's just a beautiful lusterware vase made in Japan. Pretty colors, 1930s.
Mark is in at 17, Terry following with 20.
Oh, right. I just look at the colors on this, and they've really filled up the space. a lot of times on these Lusterware vases, there's a lot of empty space, negative space, but boy, they really filled it in. That's that 30s made in Japan. Really nice bright colors from the 30s deco era, 7.5 inches tall. And it looks like Mark has the high bid at 30. They are really bold colors. I'm going to count this vase down. It is chip free and it is crack free. All right. Counting it down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to tell you in a second why David is chortling or trying not to.
Let me refresh.
What does it say? Because it's cool. Okay, that's
cool.
Okay.
You need to wrench that at some point, but not now. You're busy.
I do need to wrench it.
I see Dana Grace at 40 before the stop.
All right. You may know Dana Grace, and I guess that's
Grace 2010H.
Okay, hold on for a second, because I don't know her as Dana. I just see
Okay.
Grace. I don't know if Dana has bought for. I don't know if Grace has bought from me before. If you have, then I have your information. Grace, if you haven't, would you send me your information? You'll just have to remind me. I go through a lot of folks, and sometimes I can remember you, and sometimes I can't. So hold on for a second while I go back and write down Grace. Let me back up here because there were a bunch of numbers after it. Uh, 2010H. And that was at 40. Okay. Grace.
Correct.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who placed bids. Let's all take a moment and hit the refresh. Look what's coming up. I got another one. And now let me hit live chat. All right. Thank you, everybody. And Jeffrey, would you be kind enough to type in $12 for me? And here we go. I've got another beautiful cedar box. I love these things. I absolutely love them. I see a lot of them, and I will pass them by if they are damaged or missing anything. I don't like that. I didn't really measure this one, but I happen to know that it's 9 inches across, and so that means it's probably about 5 inches tall. And original finish. Everybody knows you got these in many different ways. Often when you bought a cedar chest, a big hope chest, cedar chest, they would give you one of these little dudes for free. Sometimes you got it if you opened up a bank account.
Adam's at 15, Poodle's at 16.
Look at the top, the work here, the metal work on the top. And this is paint. It's not a bead or anything. I love it. They smell so good. And sometimes they're marked on the bottom, Lane or other companies. There's always a place for a lock. This one has no mirror in it like the ones last week. But
Kitty Cat's at 20.
That smell never goes away. So,
and if it does slightly, just sand it a little bit.
That's it. So this one's very handsome. And we'll count this down. Sandra Garcia has the high bid, I think, of 35, and it's time to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And we'll wait for David to type in the stop. Oh, let me back.
Looks to be Sandra Garcia, but I'm going to refresh after each stop. So
okay, yeah, I do the same thing, David. Thank you very much.
And that does not glow. Sandra Garcia is at 35.
Thank you, David. 35. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that so much. And so thank you. Let me have a sip and we will keep it rolling. Something's going to happen a little bit later on that is a surprise.
It's a very special episode of OCS.
Could be. All right. Jeffrey, starting at $12, a 10-inch tall Abraham Lincoln jar. Now, guess what? Chicken butt. No. These started out in 1952. And they're imitating an old Uncle Sam glass from years before. But the company was originally called the Lincoln Fruit and Syrup Company. And then in 1954, they changed their name to Lincoln Foods. This one we know is from at least 1954 because the name has been changed to Lincoln Foods. It's made by Owens of Illinois. That's who made the glass jar. There would have been a paper label here telling you what type of syrup was inside. It is Abe Lincoln's head and face. His top hat is the lid. And after the syrup or the contents were exhausted, you could punch the top out and make a bank out of it. And you can see here that the top has been punched out and turned into a bank. See that?
Yes.
Back
Terry
here,
Trahanson at 15.
on the back, it says Lincoln Bank Bottle. It's a little foggy because I washed it, and there's still a little bit of water in it.
Cheryl's at 20.
So there's Lincoln's head. And the company, by the way, was in Massachusetts somewhere. Was it it was Lawrence, Massachusetts. So he's in really good shape. He's 10 inches tall. And we'll count old Abe down. Are you ready? Here we go. I got to back him up so you can see him.
Terry's at 21.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, so that's what has me confused because I see Dave. Is that Tammy chatting as Dave?
No, Tammy's chatting as Vintage Uprising.
Well, why did Dave, the med center, just come back in?
Because I'm doing, just ignore me. I'm doing that in StreamYard, but in YouTube I have to stop because I'm with the people. I have to account for the lag for the stop. And I have, after the refresh, Terry Trahan at 29.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that.
It's all good here, Scott. I'm just doing split personality tonight.
I know. I didn't. I know now. I could never play cards.
Really?
I do not have a poker face.
So when you had a full house, you're like, oh, ooh.
There's no. It's right here. And that's not a good thing. Because sometimes you don't always want people to know what you're thinking.
Right.
I know what's going on now. I'm fine. What?
I mean, I could just change accounts if everyone's totally confused.
I am not confused, David. I am fine. I know exactly what is going on.
Take long.
You're fine. Jeffrey, type in $10 because everybody wants a chartreuse leaf with an elf on it, and you got one. Look at that. $10, $10, $10. That's got to be from what? You know, Chartreuse, 50.
That's from Middle Earth.
Look at that pixie elf, whatever he is. He's got an.
Patricia's in at 10.
He's got his little jumpsuit on, and he is just floating around on that leaf. Nothing on the back. Has to be made in Japan. This reminds me.
At 15. Patricia's at 16.
No chips or cracks. I was going to start singing the Disney, what's that Magic Carpet song? Don't do it. I can't think of it. It's fine. Thank you, David. David told me, here's what makes me mad. He said during the countdown, I'm accidentally going to give somebody the finger, and now I can't, I'm hyper. That's why when my fingers get... You think, can't he count? Does he not have a count? I keep thinking I'm accidentally going to, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that.
No, if you see it, it means one tonight. Doesn't mean anything else but one. It's
David's fault because he, all right, 6 inches across. Come with me on a magic carpet ride. What would you do with that? I don't know. Oh, I will kill you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, those move around when you're asleep.
When you're asleep, when you least expected that chartreuse leaf.
Unexpected tap on the head and you wake up. Patricia's at 25.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. He's a nice elf. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, David did that. Made me think I was going to give everybody the you know what.
It's Subliminal Dave. Let me start a new chat with Subliminal Dave.
Yeah, please come in as one more different name, David.
Let me think about it. Angel Burba at 27.
Now I got to see who it's. Angela.
I see Angel Burba.
Okay, I don't. Angel Bourbon. Wait a minute. ANGEL. Hold on. Stop. ANGEL. Stop the chat. So hold on, because it goes away so fast. I have to write this down. Now I gotta back up and see who it is.
BURBA.
Thank you so much. BURBA.
27.
Burba 27. Oh, $27. Okay.
Sandra mentioned Dr. Smith. What? No way.
Okay. Angel Burba, thank you so much. I don't think I've sold to you before. I'm so glad you're here. If you're old and I forget you, please excuse me. If you're new, would you be kind enough to go ahead and send your information to oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. It's on there. And of course, I'll need all the stuff that KP just put up there, PayPal address, email address, home address, all of that kind of stuff. I need that so I can send you an invoice tomorrow morning. But if you'll send me that tonight, I would appreciate that. And if you've bought from me before, don't worry about it. I've already got it. Okay, now I will tell you we're only going to do a couple salt and pepper shakers, not too many, but let's bring in a couple of them here. And we're going to do choice here. So I'm going to hold up 2 sets, and the highest bidder gets to pick the one that they want. Jeffrey Reed, will you start us out at $12? All right. Going to hold up 2 sets. Highest bidder picks the one they want. Second highest bidder, if you want the second one, then you can have the second one. Okay? All right, we good? Okay, we're starting at 12. The first one you're going to get is this wacky thing right here. I love this, totally mid-century. I don't know that it was ever used. It had its original paper tucked down inside. Woo, the instructions. Oh, it's a lifetime guarantee for keeping your salt dry. This is called the Airco Flow Through Salt and Pepper. Look, you can register this.
Ooh.
Because everybody wants their salt and pepper shakers guaranteed for life.
Terry Trahan's at 13.
I'm going to stick it back in. They have funny little tops. It's supposed to keep your salt from caking. Because I know what a travesty it is when the vicar comes over for luncheon and your salt has caked.
It's
not a good scene. So they have those funny little holes on the top, made of glass, ruby flashed, I think. Or this one. Now you say, wait a minute, you sold that 2 weeks ago. I did, but I didn't hear from the person. Or sometimes maybe they sent it to the wrong email or some such thing, but I didn't hear from the winner of this 2 weeks ago, so we're going to bring the little television set back. And you guys look at those little 1960s legs.
Man,
and we have action. I have to stand up. Don't throw the chair through the china closet. Now, you turn the knob. Get ready, everyone. This is exciting.
Terry Valente is at 14. Elderly Poodle's at 16.
When you turn the knob, up they look at that. You get action. Get back down in there. Watch again. Watch, David. Maybe from this way. Look at that.
Ooh.
They pop out of there. So there's the little salt and pepper. No damage. How many of you sat on the floor?
Poodle is at 30, and Terry Trahan's now at 32 for the salt and pepper shakers.
Watching Hazel on a television just like that with those little legs. The highest bidder picks the one that they want. Here we go. We're going to count them down. I'm going to ask everyone so kindly, because it does get confusing. If you're not bidding, hold off for just a second on the comments, because we've got to then go see who the second highest bidder is, and it makes it a little bit easier for David so he doesn't have to go all the way back again. Okay, so here we go.
That's fine. I got it.
Count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So we're going to wait for David to type in stop.
Mirror fresh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm hitting stop as soon as that single figure comes down. And I have Terry Trahan, $36 at before the stop. What will Terry pick?
All right. And David, just so we can speed it up a little bit, I think Elderly Poodle was in second place at 35.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you see?
Yes.
Okay, then we will let Terry picks the red ones.
And Poodle.
Hold on for a second, for David. The red ones were at 35.
36.
Okay, and that was Terry Trahan.
Yes.
Okay, and we would like to see if Poodle wants the second. Does Poodle want the TV? If not, we move on. Thank you, Terry.
We're just waiting for Poodle. The TV, yes. 35. Elderly Poodle will take the TV.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Terry and to Poodle who placed those bids and won. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Those are really neat. Now, look at this. Well, they can't look at it until you show it to them. I'm about to. It's 8:40. Remember, at 5 of 9, we take a 5-minute intermission.
The closet break.
Do you recognize that handle? You ought to. Jeffrey Reed, will you begin the bidding at 19? Before you place any bids, I would like to tell you that this has been used. Now, it's not cracked, and it doesn't have any big, serious chips. It's smooth around the top. There are a few chips around this very thick and generous bottom, as you can see. Boy, this thing was used. And you know what? Who recognizes that handle? So typical, excuse me, of Heisey Glass Company. And guess what? It's signed Heisey, and it's dated April the 5th, 1913. No wonder. It's got some scratches on it. April the 5th, 1913 on this Heisey glass pitcher. Boy, if this thing could talk. So again, no chips on the handle.
Adam's at 19.
A little bit of roughness on the edges. It's just gotten a lot of use. So I don't know if this was on some table in a pub serving beer, but look at all of the wear on the bottom. You can see a little bit down here at the bottom where it's chipped, but it's at the very, very bottom. You don't really see it unless you look at it.
22. Bonnie's at 30.
And I'd like you to get to see all the way inside. It may be difficult, but if you look deep inside, you'll see the H inside of the diamond, and you will see the words patented, and then the date 4/5/13. So a nice early Heisey glass pitcher. Yes, a water pitcher at the White Horse Tavern. Well, I'll take the White Horse Tavern as well. A lot of history to this old glass pitcher made by one of the good glass companies of this country. Stopped making glass sometime in the 50s, 1954, 56, something like that. And, just a good old, probably for beer. And this really nice old Heisey glass pitcher from 1913, so like people were drinking out of this a year after the Titanic sank. That's old. And we'll count it down. I think
Yep.
Bonnie
Abrams at 30.
30, and we're going to go ahead and count this down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. On the Heisey pitcher from 1913. All right, stop and
Bonnie Abrams at 30.
Very good. Thank you so much, Bonnie. 30. Bonnie Abrams. Very good. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Wow. Wow. All right. We've got a ferner here, 7.5 inches across. And Jeffrey, if you'll type in 20. Now let me describe it first before you guys start bidding. If Jeffrey will start us out at 20, we've got a beautiful cut glass ferner. Now on this, I feel as though this is like, it's not marked press cut, but sometimes they're pressed and then they do some cutting on a wheel. So some of it feels as if it was pressed, but the rest of it definitely feels cut. So this has had some handwork done on it. It's not chipped. It's not signed. look at the star on the bottom. I'll let you see it, but the feet have no chips. This ferner is 7.5 inches across the top, and I'll turn it around very slowly. Right in here, boy, that is cut. That was cut on a wheel. When I put my finger in there, I can feel how sharp that is. Some of these larger areas here of this fan motif feels as if that was pressed. We'll turn it this way and let you see the inside of it. And so we're looking for an opening of 20. And if you see it, if you're interested in this and you would like to go ahead and place your bid in there, I know I told you to hold off until I was able to describe it to you, but I love the ring. It's very heavy. And beautiful. I'm going to, all right, there's the opening bid. Very good. Karen has a bid at 20, and it really is pretty. Got a couple more pieces of glass coming up tonight as well. But this is the only one that's got cut work on it. I've got a couple of beautiful pieces of EAPG to show you in a minute as well. On 3 little feet. And it really is pretty. Now this one, because it's a little more on the shallow side, and my candle is a little tall, that's really not giving you any effect at all. So we'll wait and do that on another piece, but you get the idea. Oh, I love that smell, don't you? All right, let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, ambrosia. I'd fill it with ambrosia. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on this beautiful ferner. And it's heavy. Woo. Get back, center myself again.
I am refreshing.
Oh, Watergate salad.
Margaret Howell at 31.
I think Margaret did she outbid herself?
No, because Karen came in at 30.
Oh, I see. Margaret, thank you.
Thank you, everyone who are bidding.
And thank you, everyone who's bidding. I appreciate that. It's 8:49, which means we keep going. What else have I got for you? Oh. All right.
Whatever it is, it sounds great.
Well, hold on to your you-know-what. Now, obviously, I'm not selling this all together. I just want to show you how you can create your own watermelon glass if it wasn't manufactured this way. These, pink, you stink. We're coming back to those later. I got to get them off of this cherry plate. Jeanette, I think, is the one that made this. I don't remember. I think it's Jeanette. And it's not a reproduction. It is a 2-handled cake plate. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeffrey. We're going to start at $19 on it. $19 on this. It's the cherry blossom, or the cherry pattern. It is 12.5 inches from handle to handle. So very easy to prance out there or sachet out there with your frosted molasses cakes or what have you. And it really is pretty. Now, I know you're going to ask me, as you are wont to do, and the answer is, yes, it do. Yes, it does.
That answers Tammy's question.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Even though it's not that easy to tell with all the lights on. There it is. Look at that. Now, I find these a lot in pink. I don't get this one quite as often in green, but there it is in green in really nice condition. You can see that it glows, and it is not all scratched up. Granny took care of it, so it's not all covered in utensil marks. If there are no questions on this lovely green two-handled, and isn't this Jeanette, you guys? I don't remember. I think it is. Ready? Here we go, counting it down. And wouldn't it look great with the pink sherbets on top? They're coming later. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got some more glass coming. And you'll just have to stay tuned to see if it glows or not. I think it does. Oh, these old eyeballs. I had my eyes checked.
See, Terry Trahan at 66 before the stop.
Terry, thank you. You got more boxes coming your way, Terry. Yeah, I had my eyes examined.
Do they still pop out your eye and look it over, like roll it in their hands and then put it back?
She almost did.
They still doing that? Okay.
At least we're getting down to the reason why I'm always blinking and rolling my eyes. I don't do that on purpose. I do have this involuntary eye rolling thing, but it's because I'm having problems with one of my eyes. But we're getting to the bottom of it. All right, let's keep it going. It's 8:52, and we don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, heck. No, we don't have time for that. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be weird or anything. It's just that I've got to, okay, let's do this. What?
You're not trying to be weird?
Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm watching the clock, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Oh, heck. All right. We'll do the 4 pink.
Yeah, you want to be in the flow. You want to be in the flow of your own show.
Let's do the 4 pink. Pink, you stink. Everybody say it. All right. We got 4 of them, and there are no chips, no cracks. These are Depression era. Look at these cute little sherbet cups. We got 4 of them in pink, and we're going to start off at $19. These, I love this. I've had these in green before. I haven't had them in pink. 19 on the 4 of them. I don't know which company made them. I will put them down. They're very nice. What do you call that? Crimped at the top? Not crimped, but scalloped, whatever.
Ruffled.
Just the right size for your rice pudding on Christmas Eve. They're really cute. And as you can see, I've got 4 of them. Well, you can only see one, but I just showed you that I had 4. And
Jimmy Mack, why are you resisting?
I suggest if you like
get it when you see it.
I suggest if you like the combination of watermelon glass, just go out and get you some odd green saucers. You know, the next time you see 4 green Depression glass saucers that have no teacups, buy the saucers and use them as underplates. I should have gotten one from downstairs to show you. But look how neat that looks on top of the green.
It pops.
So that's
John Grizzle's at 19. Mo 513's at 20. Terry Trahan at 25.
All right. Be really pretty glass. Again, no chips or cracks. Nice, cute little size. And there are 4 of them.
Joan back in at 30.
And let's count these down. You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on those.
Karen Reese at 35.
Thank you very much, Karen, and everyone who bid. It's Karen, Ruiz. For the 4 pink sherbets. Karen, thank you very much. Let's quickly get into spice jars. Jeffrey, will you start us out at $5? You get both of them. Now, they need to be cleaned. I washed them to get the spices out, and they look cloudy because I didn't dry the insides, and so they're a little foggy because of the water that's still in there. You know, I just need to see it coming out now, like cinnamon water just dripped all over my pants. Anyway, these labels are not original labels that you see on there. They look old-fashioned, but the glass is old, but those labels are not old. I don't know if I can get you to see it. But these go back to the Hoosier cabinet days, and they're not marked on the bottom that I can see. Old screw-on lids.
Ah.
And then you can put whatever, you can, if you don't like those labels, take them off. You've got the little spot there for your own paper label, and paper labels could be put on these.
No, man. You keep the ginger and it's cinnamon.
One says cinnamon and one says ginger. They are, do we have any bids? We've got a bid at $5. You get both of them. They stand 4 inches tall, and these are old lids, and it's the clear glass that would be used inside of Hoosier cabinets. So $5, you get both of them. That's the opening bid. They're 4 inches tall. And as I did say, these are nice old lids. We're going to go ahead and count these down. All right. The 2 little kitchen jars from the 1930s. The 2 little spice jars. The high bid right now looks like it's $6, and we're counting it down. Thank you, everyone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the little spice jars from the Depression era.
Okay, I have Robert at 16 before the stop. Back in the day finds.
Yeah, back in the day finds at 16. Thank you very much, Robert, back in the day. Hey, David.
Hey, what?
I have been waiting so long to do this. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that at this time, what do?
We have a break.
Yes, but what is it called?
It's called, I don't know. Don't put me on the spot that way.
It's called
Take 5.
Back in 5-minute intermission. I love this little thing. Don't you remember I bought it at a yard sale in when I was with you guys in where were we?
Kentucky, Louisville.
Yes.
Louisville.
And it didn't come with a number 5. I've had that. I don't know where that came from. It's old as dirt. The whole thing is old as dirt. It's time for a 5-minute intermission. 5-minute intermission. All right, everybody, take 5. And when we come back, surprise, when we come back, David has a surprise for you. So, David, you better get yourself ready. I am now going to back up. You ought to be nervous. I'm going to back up. How can I? That's not a good idea, is it?
No, is there a drink under it?
No. What do you mean?
No.
What are you talking about? It's 5-minute intermission time.
Okay.
I know what I'll do. Here. How's that?
That's great.
Good. Now you can see you can salivate over my pole lamp, over my floor lamp. I'll be right back. I'm going to go have an iced molasses cake from my Ritz Blue Hazel Atlas Modern Tone Sherbet, and I'm going to do it off camera. I'll be right back. Everybody go do what you have to do. You like my sign?
I love the sign.
You should. Everybody made fun of me when I bought it.
Oh, no, you have to get displays all the time.
What?
You should pick up small display all the time. You never know when you're going to do a booth or just show up at a flea market and you need a $5 table or a $10 table.
David, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I did 2 hours ago, and I don't know what I'm doing 2 hours from now. Not awful.
You never know.
I'll be right back. Take a 5-minute intermission. You want a 5-minute intermission? With your permission. I won't lock myself in.
I hope he has the key. Everyone's so quiet tonight. Oh, there we go. Root beer float. That is awesome. Well, when you got to go, you got to go.
Oh, gracious. You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to start taking this to restaurants with me, and I'm going to have a card printed up that says, as seen on YouTube. Can't you see me at Taco Bell with this on my little table? That's right. As seen on YouTube.
Or you can flip it around and say, ask me a question.
Ask me a question. Free appraisals. No free appraisals. All right, let me get it back in place. Now, let me tell you, everyone, has it been 5 minutes? No, not yet.
Not quite.
But let me tell you what's going to happen. I thought it would be fun, and I have extended this offer to David, and I hope he's going to take me up on it. Just to give you guys a break from my face for a minute, and also to say thank you to David, who's moderating for me tonight and has done so as well. He's going to sell one item, just one. So in a minute, when the intermission is over, don't get confused. Through the magic of television, or whatever this is, we're going to go to Texas. David's going to sell something, just one thing, and then just one thing, and then we'll come right back to me, and then maybe when the auction is, when we're done at 10 o'clock tonight and we just chit chat for fun, maybe he'll just sell just one more thing. Just giving him a chance to offer something and let you guys see his face in case you don't know David. And Tammy might jump in there as well. So I think that would be fun. Is that okay with everybody if we do that? Just one thing?
I hope so.
I know the 5 minutes are over. I see it. It's 9:05. So I'm going to go to. All right.
So proud of everyone.
Get ready. Is your face ready?
Yes.
Turn your face around. All right, David, let me go ahead and make you solo and sell your item. Go for it.
Sell my item. Oh, well, I have a Chase vase.
Tell me the starting price.
That's a very good question. Since it's one item and it's Chase and it's everything fabulous deco, let's say $36.
There it is.
What's he talking about? You know what? Totally unprepared. I'm not even sure how high this is.
Well, come on now. I told you were going to do this.
I know. We're looking at 5 inches.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
All of its deco glory and bakelite stem. Nice little butterscotch bakelite there.
Oh, let's see that.
Let me zoom in on that baby.
I love it.
And it's weighted on the bottom to hold a nice arrangement so it won't tip over. Chase copper. Very, very pretty. You've seen these in chrome. Hard to find in the copper. And it pops. Now, I had it resting on a black glass base here. To give it a nice little look.
Very nice.
And when I saw these, both retinas popped. I had to have emergency surgery.
They're asking, is it copper?
It is copper, yes.
Yeah. All right, come on, everybody. If it's something that you want, place that bid.
Nice polish on the outside.
If we don't get any bids, we're going to bring it back at the end of the night. Any interest in that?
It's heavy. It's heavy because they put a metal ring inside. Now the chase, it would be light, but they put a nice heavy metal ring inside the screw, so it would have some weight, so it'll hold whatever arrangement you put in there.
Yeah.
So the designers and engineers knew what they were doing with these pieces. And like I said, it has that nice butterscotch bakelite in the stem.
All right. I don't see any interest at 36, David. Shall we bring it back at the end of the night?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, then get your bid in there. It starts at 30. Hold on. Poodle says she wants it, but did she place a bid of 36? I'm not sure. All right, she did. Okay. You have one. You have a bid of 36, David.
Okay, well, I'll count it down.
Okay.
5, 4,
oh,
3. I'll go slow. 2, 1. Who's doing the stop?
I am.
Okay.
The stop is in, and we'll hit refresh there. Live chat. Thank you, Timeless Tommy. I see that as well. Poodle outbid herself, so it looks like she gets it at 36. I didn't see anybody else.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like I see Poodle at 36.
I got it. Thank you, Poodle.
Okay. All right, David. Exit solo layout. Very good. And solo layout. Okay. Thanks. That was fun. Thanks for bringing an item. That gave me a break, and it gave everybody a chance to take a look at you instead of me. Well, let's get this fixed. Is that right? Okay. Back again now, and look at what I've got. I had one of these. We're going to start at $20, Jeffrey. If you'll type in 20 for me, I sold one a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I got another one. Look at this. It's decagon.
Wow.
Keyhole. I have a second one. Look at the keyhole. That's classic Cambridge. 10 sides decagon. It is a tidbit. It is in excellent condition. It has no issues at all, which means it's not chipped or cracked, of course, as you know. And I am prepared for everybody who wants to know. And the answer is yes, of course. There she go.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful green Vaseline glass.
I guess let me hold it from the. I heard that. Cambridge decagon. That's called the keyhole handle, and that's what they did.
KP's at 20, Ellen's at 27, Terry's at 28.
And I forget. So this is the second one. This is the last one I've gotten. No kidding. So I sold one a couple weeks ago, and this is the second one.
Ellen's at 32.
High quality, fire polished, beautiful glass. And it's ready. You want to see how it works? That's a tidbit. That's a tray.
Watch. Oh, that tidbit on the tray.
Are
you dipping?
Yummy, 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 yum. Num, 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 num. You have to be a cat owner to know num, 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 num. I don't think dogs do that.
No.
But cats do. How many of you have a cat that goes num, 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 num when it eats? Salem used to, when he would get really excited about licking certain kinds of gravy, he would do.
Ellen's at 49.
Num, 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 num. All right, let me put this light down. Oh, that cookie was so good. And we'll count it down. What are the dimensions?
Ellen's at 52.
Does it say what are the dimensions? Oh, wow, demonstrations. You can tell that my eye exam didn't go well. She said, wow, demonstrations, and I read, what are the dimensions?
Oh, well, he spares no expense. It's high-end production on the OCS.
I got a bad eyeball. Counting it down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
While I'm refreshing and going back to live chat, I just want everyone to know I punch in the stop once that single finger goes down. And I have Terry Trahan at 62. Thank you, Timeless Tommy.
Thank you, Terry. Trahan at 62, and thanks, KP and Karen and Timeless Tommy for validating that. Appreciate that. Let's do 2 more salt and pepper shakers for choice. We're going to start at $12. Jeffrey, if you'll put $12 in there for me, the highest bidder gets the pair that they want. 12 doll hairs, and you can have the little sort of porcelain, probably made in Japan in the 30s, although they aren't. I don't see the mark on the bottom. They're really screaming Japan 1930s to me. There are the little corks on the bottom, and look, isn't that cute? I think they're 2 little bears. I don't know if that's a man with a vest or if that's 2 women wearing purple bras. You decide. I think it's a man with a vest because they have bow ties on. Oh, what happened to you? I had you do the studio. Where'd you go?
Okay, thank you.
What happened to you?
Oh, I hit the wrong refresh.
Oh, my word.
Things happen.
I hear you. You decide whether it's a fox or a bear. I've never seen a fox that fat, so I'm going to go with bears, but they might not be. That's the different size holes on their heads. Isn't that cute? So
I love those.
I love them too.
That looks like the old cartoon characters. I like seeing that.
Yeah. So you can either have them, or I've been waiting to offer these to you. Look at this, and guess what? Hold on. You got to see this. You've got to see it. Let me stand up. These are too cute. I haven't tried to clean this chrome. Look at these little glass diner coffee pots. These are glass, not plastic. Now this is plastic here, but that's glass. And when you pull the little coffee pots on, look at the little burners. You put a black light on them, and look, the burners burn. Can you see that? You can't see it.
Love it.
You've got to see this in person. They actually light up red. They look orange on the screen, but I'm looking at them in person. And you remember going into like Spencer Gifts when you weren't supposed to, and all the posters in the back lit up? Well, these little burner things glow under this black light. I love it. I just wish that you could see it a little bit better than how it shows up. But anyway, so this is made of metal. And these two little diner coffee pots, they just sit right there like that. So you can either have the little coffee pots or the foxes or the bears, whatever you think they are. So the highest bidder will take which set that they want. Let me turn this light off. Am I missing any questions or anything like that?
No, there's just debate on what they are, and I agree. I think those are boxes.
10, I'm going to count these down. 10. Where we are with the bids here. Maybe 16. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's okay.
5. Give everybody a chance. 4. I forgot to do the 3, 2, 1. There are no tails. So that's why I thought bears, because they're nice and fat. Not really. Their body isn't shaped like a fox, but they don't have any tails. So they could be kitty cats if you want them to be.
But they have pants on.
Okay.
I have M. Rodriguez at 22 before the stop.
Which one would you like, M. Rodriguez?
We're still waiting to find out which shakers Emma Rodriguez will pick. The coffee.
Okay, at what price?
$22. Terry Valenti is at 20. If as the second bid. So, Terry, let us know if you want those foxes or whatever they are, or if you're passing. Pass.
Okay. All right, we're going to put those guys aside. They may or may not return. We will see. And we will now go on to this. Wow. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's a big one. It is a big one. Thank you, everyone who placed bids on the salt and pepper shakers. I appreciate it. This, we're going to start at $20 on it. $20, and it measures about 7 by 7. It has no chips or no cracks, except for the fact that one of the feet had a chip, and at some point it was actually polished. You know, in the old days when everybody polished everything. So there was a side chip on a foot. It's not sharp, it won't cut you, because somebody did actually take this somewhere and have it polished. It doesn't affect the way it sits on the table. It does not sit cattywampus. It sits perfectly the way that it should. So that little chip on the foot was ground down, but it was there, but it will still sit on your table beautifully. If you want to call it a rose bowl, you can.
That's ready for 2 bags of autumn mix.
And maybe you won't. I'm getting a McKee feeling on this. It's reminding me of, I'm so much familiar with the McKee. And I think I told Jeffrey to start us out at 20. I don't remember.
We have a bed at 20. KP's
okay. So it sits on these 3 little feet. It's really heavy and beautiful. I do have a McKee feeling on it because it does remind me a lot of the innovation pattern, but I really am not certain. It's a nice big one, and this is the one that I want to show you. Let me get my candle down in there, and we're going to go in here just to see how pretty this would be on a table with the candle. And of course, you don't get the effect, really. It doesn't give you the effect that I'd like with all the ring lights on and everything. But can you just imagine how it's sparkling, and it actually puts the shadow of the etching gets put onto the wall. So it's really pretty when there's a candle inside like that, although you're not getting much of the effect.
KP retracted the bed.
So we'll pull that out of there. And okay, so was that the only, that looks like that's the only bid? No, Joan has a bid of 20.
Joan has a bid of 20.
Measures 7 by 7, and it stands on 3 feet. And it's pressed glass, and it's had some wheel cutting, so the flowers are wheel cut on there. And it really is pretty. Some people like to hear it ring. I'll let you hear it ring because some people like that. Other people don't like it.
Sounds like freedom.
I like it. And we'll count this down. It is pretty. Ready?
We're ready.
10, 9.
Sandra's at 35.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great big beautiful bowl. Ooh. And it's heavy. Okay.
Have Sandra Garcia at 35.
Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Now let's go to a beautiful, I haven't seen this before. Could be Payton City. Although I'm not positive, I've got a Payton City feel. You ever have a Payton City feel? Well, I do on this. And Jeffrey, if you will type in 20 for me, we'll start at $20 on this beautiful Swan head tidbit tray with the beautiful silver overlay design. And it is marked sterling right there in the silver, which is almost impossible for you to see. But look how it's applied. It's applied not on the bottom, but it is applied on the top very heavily. And look at the head of that swan. Isn't that beautiful? So possibly Payton City might be another company. There's no damage on it. It's the first one I've ever had with this really pretty swan head. Very graceful. So for those of you who like to be fancy, serving tea and sandwiches and that kind of thing, it's just, I had to get it because of how pretty it is. Even his or her little beak or what snout, whatever that thing is in good shape, as you can see. And then there's no loss to the silver decoration that's on there either. So it's a really pretty piece. I think Minnie has the high bid of $30 on this beautiful piece.
Correct.
It is lovely. I agree that it's just a lovely piece. And I know that we tend to do more casual entertaining, obviously in the warm months, but you know, we're heading into that season
Terry's at 35.
of entertaining. And it's just a lovely piece that you're not going to go out and find this at the big box stores.
You almost said it.
I didn't say it. 10. Should we count it down? I think we're at 35, perhaps 10.
Can you imagine selling Danish
8, 7
at the Wawa on that?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the Swan. The Swan. The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns. Wonderful cello solo.
I'm refreshing the chat. Give me a moment.
You know The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns?
Patsy M, $48.
I'm going to smack my lips, warning. $48. And the winner was
Patsy M.
Patsy M. Patsy, your things are on the way. It takes a while for them to get all the way across the country. But they're on their way, Patsy, and thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. Oh, that. Let's do that. I've got one mid-century thing. Now, I'm not happy because I want it to be in better condition than it is. It was heavily used. It's clean, but it shows its age. So do I. But I haven't been heavily used. But it works because I plugged it in and I made coffee in it. It's a coffee pot. We're going back to the 60s on this. It's a percolator, and I'm going to show it to you. Let me find my spot. Would Jeffrey be kind enough to type in $15? We will see if we have any mid-century people here tonight. And this is called the Americana Star. Two Rivers, Wisconsin. And it is a 1960s era. Look at the star burst on there and on the lid. See it? We love that atomic. Now I'll show you. So the cord is fine. I have made coffee in this. This is an automatic percolator, so it will shut itself off. Now, let me stand up. It's made of stainless, which is never stainless. So there are some little spots on the stainless. There's a tiny little dimple here where Granny banged something against it, but it's got a nice black plastic handle. 3 little feet. And we just love the starbursts, don't we? It's just screaming the Jetsons and the 60s. So you plug it in, and you have your choices of mild, medium, or strong. And because it is a automatic percolator, unlike the percolators that I have from the 30s, they don't turn themselves off.
Right.
This one will turn itself off. I like the design on the lid as well. And
You think in late 50s?
there's the basket. And there is, I'm not going to turn this upside down because there's still water on the inside. I made coffee in it, and I drank the coffee, and my body hair did not fall off. So once again, it has been used, but I thought it was unique, and I try to find sort of classic looking mid-century things whenever I can. $15, I see no bids, which means we are going to put it down.
One question was, do you think it's from the 50s?
You guys decide. We'll say 1955 to 1965. How does that sound? You know, starburst, atomic. A lot of times with my Depression era things, I'll say circa 1925 to 1935, because things don't always fall beautifully within one decade. You know, there's so, but certainly, you know, late, you know, mid 50s into early 60s, something like that. All right, no bids.
No bids.
The brand name is called Americana Star. Americana Star. Put that down on the floor, and I might show that to you again at the very, very end. But let's get that out of the way, and let's move on to a piece of. Okay, let's do this beautiful footed etched piece. Jeffrey, if you would type in $15, look at this. I need to refresh. I'm in live chat. Let me do that. I forgot to do that. Live chat, and I'll refresh up here. And we've got 405 people, and we've got 185 thumbs up. If you have the chance to give me, if you have an opportunity to thumb up the video while it's playing, I would love that.
We have a bid on the coffee pot.
Well, I done put it on the floor.
Okay.
No, I didn't. It's right here. Is the bid 15?
Yep.
All right. Let's get
Just
it
count
out
from
again.
5.
Say it again.
Just count from 5.
There it is again. Put this up here like that. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the coffee pot over here. Ooh. Okay. All right. The Star Coffee Pot. Americana Star. Is David still here?
Here.
Okay.
That's going to go to Joy Worrell, $15.
Could you Doy Royale? Could you spell it for me?
DOYE.
Hold on. Okay, Wait a minute. My pen just decided to DOYE.
Mm-hmm. Worrell. WORREL.
Doy Rorel at 15. All right. I think I recognize that name. I can't remember. If I don't, would you shoot me that information? No, I don't think I know that. I don't think I know your name, but it's nice to have you. Thank you so much for placing a bid. I'm glad you're here. If you're new to me, would you send me your information? And then I've got it, and then I can plug it into my system, and I'll have it for tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're now going to start at $15. If you'd place 15 in there for me, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Jeffrey's working hard, very silently, as the other moderators are as well, which I appreciate because you make it go so smoothly. Can't do it without you. Look at this. $15 on this beautiful, uniquely etched, footed Depression era. Could be a console bowl, could be a candy bowl, whatever you'd like it to be. But look at that beautiful etch. Now, I know everybody wants me to put a piece of white paper behind it. I'll do that in just a second. It's got no chips or cracks on it. And thank you so much. I appreciate that, Doy. Hope I'm saying your name right. I
The
appreciate that.
friends
Thank
have
you.
told me to use dark paper for the clear glass. I guess that would. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, that does look nice, but I don't have any paper here. So,
Okay.
I wish I did.
We have a top bid right now of 20.
It measures 6 by 9, so it's 6 inches tall, 9 inches across the bowl. It's a beautiful fire polished piece of Depression era glass, and this is, look at all the work that's been done. Isn't that a beautiful etch? It's
Randy
so
wants to know if
nice.
it's Victorian.
It is not Victorian. It's to be Depression era.
Minis at 25.
It's Depression era. So if we look at this closely, it's nice to see an etch rather than the plain old grapes and cables that we see all the time. And yeah, I don't have a dark piece of paper, but I will try to, maybe we'll see if you can see on the pillow a little bit. Look at that etch. I see fern fronds, which is hard to say. Don't you see a few fern fronds there, David?
I do.
Some other types of flowers. So the etching is actually on the outside, which means the inside of the bowl is smooth. And that does make a difference if you plan on putting something in there, to serve from it. I would leave that up to you to decide what you want to do with it. But the etching is really pretty.
The top bid is 40. Well, the felt, that's working. The green is working.
Yeah, I guess the green is going to do okay. So you can actually see how pretty it is. And even the detail around the edge. Look at that. It's really a beautiful etching, which is unique. So
we have 45 for the high bid.
I don't know what decorating room this was done in, but it's a nice, high quality fire polished piece of glass. And let me see if I can figure out how to sit down without, all right, breaking something. Okay, we'll count this beautiful piece down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've never seen that etching before.
I have Terry Trahan at 65.
Thank you, Terry. And thank you, everyone who placed bids on this. I can't wait for you to get it in person.
Scott. Okay, we have visited Scott in his neck of the woods. And that stuff is just about everywhere. He just finds it's just there. But the volume is there. That's the most highly populated state in the union, isn't it?
What, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sheer volume.
And just remember, this is the old part of the country. And so, there was a lot of money. There were a lot of wealthy folks who lived in the suburbs of Philadelphia and in parts of New Jersey. So there were big, fine homes here with fine dining rooms, and it was easy for folks to buy quality items in the cities in New York and in Philadelphia. And this is the most densely populated state and part of the country. So there's just so much here. But if I make it look easy, it's a little harder than that, because you spend a lot of time, and there are many days, and there are many times where you're driving around and you don't find anything but baby clothes, tube socks.
Oh, I know.
So when you find that kind of piece, it's like, ooh,
That's why I told Tam Tam, don't wait on me to take you somewhere. Sometimes you just got to get up and go yourself. You may miss out.
It's, you know, when I sit here and I sell 25 items and you go, wow, 2 hours worth of work and you made all that money. Oh, it's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes on that you don't see, but it's fun. It's enjoyable because you meet people, you learn things. You never know what you're going to find. And even on those days when it's discouraging and you just don't find anything, you know, then the next day is a good day. You'll find something. So there's always something out there to find, and I enjoy it. So thank you. I guess somebody was asking about that. Let me keep going because it's 9:41 and we got some stuff to sell. I'm sorry I got off track there. Jeffrey Reed, will you start us out? Look at this. You know what that is. Now, some of you said, oh, Martha Stewart made that. That's Swedish modern. You got that from IKEA. No. This thing, believe it or not, we're going to start at $20 on it. And good luck finding another one. This is Tufglass. It's spelled Tufglass. It was made in the USA. This company was in business from about the early 20s, and then they went out of business sometime in the very early 30s. This goes back to mid 20s into the early 30s, and it glows
under 20.
And it glows under a black light. And I'm going to show you, how it is signed. If we put the light on it, you'll see that thing lights up.
Ooh.
It's got a spout and it's got a handle. This company did not survive the Depression. And I'm going to turn it so you can see underneath. Try not to blind you, but look inside of there. And I don't know whether you can read Tufglass. Are you able to see it?
The ring light. There we go. Right there.
Patent applied for. Tufglass. Patent applied for. Doesn't look like anything. Doesn't look like the typical piece of glass that you would find in Granny's cabinet. I don't know whether it just didn't sell well, or there was bad management, or the Depression just put an end to the company. It's the only piece of Tufglass I've ever had. And it is chip and crack free. It is pristine. And I walked by it 6 or 7 times in the thrift shop because I said, that's some Swedish thing that came from IKEA, or, you know, some Danish modern thing. I didn't think that it was a 1930s piece, but mid 20s to the time the company went out of business in the early 1930s. And I was really surprised as well when I got it home and tested it. It's very thick. And it's not a really dark saturated green. It looked more like a Coke bottle to me, something Anchor Hocking would make. And I had no clue that it would actually glow. So whether it was to pour pancake syrup, it's just a piece of kitchen glass, utilitarian piece of kitchen glass from that era. And I love it. And I'm going to count it down. You're probably not going to see another one in the thrift shops. I know I don't believe that I am. Let me see where we are on the bids.
Right now we have Bonnie Abrams at 35.
Bonnie Abrams at 35, and I will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tufglass. I love that thing.
Late bids coming in. I am refreshing
Very
the chat
unique shape.
and live chat. We are at. I have Melody Southern Buckeye at 52 before the stop.
Melody, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And everything else that you've done. Very appreciative of it. So once again, thank you so much. Jeffrey, will you start us out at $20? I've got one more. This is the last one I've got. It's an Anchor Hocking tulip. This is, it looks white, but it's more of a custardy color. My ring lights are making it look like it's milk glass, but it's the color of custard. And we had one a couple of weeks ago, and now we've got one more. That's the last one. That's the original lid in good condition. I love those little deco flower pots.
We have a bid at 20.
The lid goes on and off easily. It still has its cardboard in it. It's clean on the inside. Doesn't smell like somebody's bacon drippings. And it's a piece of glass for the kitchen.
Nothing wrong with bacon drippings.
Chip-free, crack-free, 1930s Anchor Hocking piece right there for your Depression-era kitchen. And this piece, once again, is the last one that I've got. And we'll count it down once I tell you that it stands just shy of 5 inches tall. I love me some deco tulips. Don't you?
High bid now is at 30.
10, 9, 8, 7.
That tulip design
6,
is so choice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love that little thing.
Okay, I have Bonnie Abrams at 35 before the stop.
Thank you, Bonnie.
No, I think you had
I'm just reading
one
some
item. Yeah, you have a few things, don't you? Or one?
Mm-hmm. I'm just watching because there's some questions, and this looks all washed out. Oh, let's do something else. It's a piece of Trenton pottery. And that's Trenton, New Jersey. You guys know the Trenton, New Jersey, the Trenton pottery mark down there. Well, but my lights are making it all. It does not do justice. It is absolutely beautiful.
I guess someone's asking what he's shipping from New Jersey or Philadelphia, right?
Well, I ship from Southern New Jersey.
Yeah.
I ship from South Jersey.
That's nice. You have some newer folks.
Yes, I know. It's white. It's glass. It's ceramic, and it's white. Okay, let's do it. It's white ceramic. $15 on this classic urn. Trenton Pottery Company. So it's not glass. It is pottery. Absolutely beautiful glaze. If you know Trenton Pottery Company, you know, Jeffrey, I hope I'm not confusing you. He got it in there at $15, and I thank you. Sorry for that little pause there. This, good grief, I've lost my spot. Okay, I didn't measure it. It's 8.5. It's about 8 inches tall, and I'll hold it still. Look at the detail on it. Trenton pottery, so no chips or cracks. No crazing to the glaze. So you've got a classical form, Could have been 2 that would sit on a mantle. It's really good pottery. I like Trenton Pottery Company, and we'll turn it upside down. I know it's blurry. The back stamp itself is blurry, but that's the old Trenton Pottery Company. When you say faux tassels, I'm not sure. They're a part of the mold.
Right.
So I'm not sure how to interpret your. I don't know what you mean by are they faux tassels? They're meant
Well,
to be.
because it's sort of like the rope around the edge, and then with the tassels hanging from the rope.
Well, it's all part of the mold. It's nothing
Correct.
that was like applied or anything. Yeah, so it's very classical looking. Hold it back really so you can see it. Just a really nice piece of white. Yeah, they do. I guess they simulate. I'd say they simulate tassels. Looks like it. Trenton Art Pottery. And I think we have a bid of...
I have Justine at 20.
Okay, so I'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really is beautiful. 6, it's a vase.
22.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some late bids coming in. Rushing in here. Let's see what we have. I have Jeffrey Reed 30 before the stop.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. And thank you, Jeffrey, once again for putting in all of those starts tonight. I appreciate that as well. And thank you, everyone who placed bids. Let's do this. We're going to start at $35. If you'll type in $35 for me, Jeffrey. This is beautiful, and I have yet to determine who made it. Could be Czechos, could be Polish, could be American, could be English. It's a little dusty. I have a feeling probably maybe English. My goodness. So I've got 2 pieces here, and this is going to take a while for us to look at it. It is a beautiful lavender colored glass. This is Art Deco, and it is absolute. I can't say enough about it. So what you've got, and whether or not, I have my doubts as to whether this was meant to be an underplate for this console bowl. You could do that, but if this had spent a lot of time on this, there'd be scratches on this, and there are none. So I have a feeling you've got 2 separate pieces. It's the same pattern, the exact same pattern.
I was there.
Is this carnival glass? No.
No.
It's a beautiful Art Deco lavender color, and look at these sort of deco wings down here. So this is the plate. It's got 4 polished feet. Hard to see. Polished bottom on the feet. Look at these sort of deco fins that you have here and here. I love this. All right. So it's 9.5 inches across, and this way would be 12 inches from here to here. It's a beautiful lavender color. And then with it, we've got like a serving bowl. It almost appears as though that it was to serve on the table, because if these polished feet were meant to sit on this, then this would be scratched. And it's not scratched at all. Look how beautiful that, call it a platter. Now, a beautiful center bowl. Look at these deco handles that stick out like flying buttresses. You see that there? There's a little tiny flea bite right there on this little wing. No chips anywhere else. That's the bowl. The color is just beautiful. It measures, that would be 9.5 inches across that way, and 8.5 inches in that direction. And I wish you could see. Let's try that. The beautiful lavender color.
Mm-hmm.
Show you a little bit. I'm saying lavender, but
it's like a
light amethyst.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I don't know, not quite.
It's
grape,
a beautiful jewel.
Grape
just
amethyst, just pretty. Oh.
Yeah.
I was
Really
there
pretty.
when you grabbed it, and I was like, if I was ever jealous of Scott when he put that in his cart, that was the day.
Really beautiful jewel tone.
Beautiful.
It is. The feet are fire polished or polished ground is what I'm trying to say, and whether it's a piece of English deco or Czechoslovakian deco or even an American company, I don't know, but it's just lovely, and I'm ready to sell it. We're counting it down. Look at that on your table. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's both pieces matching, same pattern. You will not be disappointed when you get this in person.
No,
Whoever you are. David saw it.
It's going to be an early Christmas when you open that box.
And didn't you and Tammy try to shoplift this from me? You hid it. And
No.
I drove all the way back. Oh, yes, you did. I drove all the way back to New Jersey.
No, it wasn't. It was just Tammy.
Oh, Tammy did it.
You abandoned your box. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But you were feeling horrible. So
I was so sick.
I have, it looks like someone new, unless you know them. Jenny Joe, hold on, at 73.
The Jenny Joe outfit. Yeah. Jenny Joe has purchased from me.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Terry Trahan's at 80. I had to scroll up a little. Terry Trahan's at 80.
Okay. We'll just wait for a second because I want to make sure everybody's cool because people are we'll just wait for one moment and let you and my moderators confirm it.
So 81, Jenny Joe. Jenny Joe, 81. I saw Terry Trahan at 80. I thought she outbid herself, but she outbid Terry. Jenny Joe is at 81. And I have a other mod confirming that. Jenny Joe at 81.
And Jenny Joe, I'm almost certain you've purchased from me before. And thank you. And thank you everyone who placed your bids. Jenny, I do think you've purchased before, which means I have your information. And thank you so much. And thank you everyone who placed your bids. I appreciate that as well. So congratulations. Thank you. It's beautiful glass. Oh my goodness. Don't wait until the Easter season. We think of those sort of colors.
Oh, no.
You're going to want to use it when you get it. I feel as though I'd like to do one more thing. And then the surprise is that we're going to wrap it up by letting David sell one more thing at the end. And then we'll just do a little bit of show and tell. We'll hang out and we'll chit chat for a little bit, guys, right? We still have about 400 folks here, which is typical. And I'm glad everyone is with us tonight. We'll chit chat about the end of summer and Labor Day weekend and all that kind of thing. But let me offer one more item, if I may. And a good night. I know some of you have to sign out. I know. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's just do this. And it's a Glassbake. Yeah, right. So McKee made it. And these go back with these little knob handles. They go all the way back even into the 20s. Yeah, so this is something that could have been made from the mid-20s into the mid-30s. And on the Glassbake piece, we'll start at $15. It's in really good condition. So, and I haven't had one with that little embossed pattern on the bottom, which I love. Now, I'm feeling the lid, and I will tell you that surprisingly, this lid is not chipped. These lids are always chipped. And I love these little knob handles down in there. You see it? So, no chips on the lid. I don't think this was hardly ever used. No chips, a little bit of edge roughness on the inside, but it's not chipped. And can we take the wrench to whatever that was? Hello?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I thought I saw maybe some spam in there. I guess we're okay. So marked Glassbake. See it? Refrigerator dish in really good condition. And you know, I've told you guys before that even with the early Pyrex and this early tempered glass, this oven-proof glass, there's this yellowy tint to it. And people have said, oh, it's covered in nicotine or it's grease. No, that's the color of it. And you can train your eyes to very quickly look down the clear glass aisle. And when you see this sort of yellowish tint, run over to it right away. It could be old Pyrex or old Glassbake. Mm-hmm. And Pyrex goes back to 1915, and it wasn't too long after that that McKee had their oven-proof glass to compete. So these are old, and so this is all set. Don't put this in your oven. This is for your refrigerator, but it is a piece of Glassbake. All right, enough of me going blah, blah, blah.
We have new people, so we need the blah, blah, blah.
We need to blah, blah, blah. All right, so I'm going to count this one down. And shall we do that? We shall. Could we get I don't know where the bids are, but we'll do it anyway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on this Glassbake piece here to put your leftover meatloaf.
Ta-da! It looks like the last bid was 40. A Florida Golden Girl.
Florida Golden Girl, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I would like now to say, don't go anywhere. Don't you start turning us. Don't go and watch reruns of Matlack. We're not finished yet. I'm not selling anything else tonight, but I want to thank you all. We are going to bring in David, and he's going to have the last word tonight. Well, not the last word, but we're going to let him sell one more thing while we have an audience. So hold on, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. We got something that we're going to bring David in to see if he can sell something. But before I bring David in, I do want to go ahead and remind everyone and thank everyone who was working tonight. it's a lot of work to sit there and watch this thing for 2 hours and to work. And my folks with the wrenches, I appreciate greatly. So round of applause for everyone who gave assistance tonight and everyone who was here. Remember, send that information. I will work on those invoices tomorrow morning when I awaken, and we'll get that taken care of. So I am now going to turn it over. I'm going to bring David in and let him sell one item. And then we're going to chit chat and we're going to have a show and tell. I got some show and tell things I want to show and tell. All right. So I hope you'll stick around, and hint, hint, the thrill of the thrift. You got the link. So why are you not lurking in my green room? Hint.
Hint, hint.
All right, let's go get David and let David come in and sell. Oh, David, what you got?
Got a nice 6.5 inch L.E. Smith black. Well, I guess the orange style. It's got the ear handles at the top. This one is nearly pristine.
What's your start price?
This is going to start at 30. And this is all the I'm just looking at the ring light now at that dark amethyst color. This thing pops. I guess the only light I have is for my phone, and that won't do it justice. But this is 6.5 inches tall. At the widest point, it's 4.25 inches at the widest point. Well, actually, that would be the ears. So, yeah, 4.5. 4.5 inches wide from the top. And these are just fabulous. If you have a small collection of these, well, which I do, I guess it's maybe a medium collection. But a lot of the times, this banding gets washed off.
Yeah.
And I'll turn this around. This banding is nearly perfect. But Smith did not reintroduce this one. So this is one production here. They reintroduced some of their items in the 50s. And these were not reproduced. So you're looking at, this is true 30s going into maybe 41, 42, and that's it. The loving cups and the nymphs, the dancing nymphs, those were reintroduced back in the 50s and up until like 62, 63. But this is like one production that ran 5 to 6 years for this vase. L.E. Smith. And if you look really, it's nice and shiny. You can see yourself in the reflection. Everyone in the chat, do you see yourself?
I see myself.
Jeffrey Reed. What? No way. And I will count it down for the bidder. 10, 9, 8, 7. Scott, do you have the stop?
Yep.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you don't need a mirror if you're using this one. So L.E. Smith and Chase sold tonight. That's great.
Sylvia Lee at 30. I think that was the bid. Is that what you see, Jeffrey?
I see Sylvia Lee at 30.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. Let's see. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. And that was really cool. So I was glad to be able to do that. And if you're curious, it's not a Two Chaps live sale tonight, but I wanted to extend the offer to David to just sell 2 items tonight, one right after the intermission and one right at the end, just, since we're here. But we will plug, if you're new to this, that David and I have a show every second Monday of the month called The Two Chaps, and that starts at 9:00. And when the autumn season arrives, we're going to start dressing up again, aren't we, David?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to do it now. I'm already in ties and jackets at work. Heat or no heat?
Heat or no heat? I hear you. Well, we're still here. And
do we have another guest waiting in the green room?
We ain't got nobody in the green room.
Oh, so it's just
we got dissed.
Just us boys.
That's all right. We're gonna talk anyway.
Well, I hope my shirt's not too busy tonight. You've got the plaid working. I've got the paisley working.
Dress up for Halloween. Oh, well, let's wish everyone a happy Labor Day weekend, which is this weekend coming up. What you gonna do with your 3 days, David?
We are visiting Tammy's grandmother, who is 103. If I can get out early, we may shop along the way, but I have some doctors that are making my world miserable, so we may not leave until Friday afternoon. But it'll be fun. We'll visit family, and we have to see her when we can see her. So we'll have a nice little reunion and visit family and do a little shopping while we're out there in West Texas.
There are no more sales tonight. It looks as if folks are bidding. I'm not sure. Are you seeing I'm seeing bids.
Mm-hmm.
You are, or maybe you guys are talking about something else. But it looks like why is everyone bidding? I don't know. Do you see a bunch of numbers?
Yes.
That's a really bad lag. Maybe they're talking about. What are the numbers, you guys?
20, 34, 35. Wow.
It's funny because if you pause while you're watching something live and then you let time go by, and it can't be that much of a lag, KP. You can't have a lag. I think sometimes if you stop watching and then you start it again, it looks like it's. What am I trying to say? It's way behind.
That's okay.
What?
No, they're on a lag, so it may not be convenient for them to refresh. So, but that's a lot of people in the chat and watching the show. So, that's good. Not everyone has a chance to refresh. So that's just the nature of these live sales.
I think that someone is in the green room. I'm not sure who it is, but whoever you are, green room, comb your hair. Don't smack your lips, because I'm coming to get you. You ready to see who it is?
Hope they flossed. Oh, they're bidding on my shirt, someone said.
I hope you don't have any salad in your teeth.
Well, here you go.
What?
Oh, it's Tam Tam. Oh, it's just Tam Tam.
Is that what it is, or is it some strange
The
bug?
problem is that you can hear an echo with her sound, and I don't think she realizes that.
What echo are you hearing with me? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
There. I just won't be able to hear y'all.
I know that we would like you to wish your grandmother a happy time when you go to see her this weekend. Tell everybody about her 103 years. Or...
Yes, 103 years. It's a reunion, not her birthday. Our family reunion. And yeah, we go see her whenever we get the chance.
Okay.
She's a hoot.
I'm sure that you do.
It's not bad. It's only we drive. It's about 5.5 hours. We have fun. There's very interesting stops along the way. If we want to make a day of it, we pick up a lot of antiques and vintage and collectibles. Sometimes we show what we find. Sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes we can tell we've been there and no one else has refreshed their shelves because Tammy and I have bought the whole store. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a chance Friday. I hope. I'm pushing. I worked long hours today to make sure we can get out of here.
I wish I could see through these.
You look ridiculous.
I made these. These are some of my show and tells. There, now I can see because, I'm not wearing them. I'm going to make you a pair of googly eyes, Scott.
No, my eyes Google enough as they are. I might end up looking like that next time you see me. I will, let's do some show and tell. Now, I didn't prepare you guys for this, but why don't you grab a few things? I would like to do a show and tell, but I first want to talk about this. This has been a lot of fun to talk about.
Go big.
Oh, you want me to go big?
Yeah.
All right. Now, look, everybody. Now, okay. Now, when I saw this in the thrift shop, it was on the top shelf, and all I could see was that. And I said, well, there's one of those Ovenex, Ovenex, pans. I see somebody else is in the green room. I'll go get you in a minute. I don't know who it is. I have these pans. I've baked in these pans. I've got videos of me baking spice cake in a pan like this. I reached up and pulled it down, and I saw the lid. I said, I've never seen one of these with a lid. And then it's got a handle. And then it's got what looks like a pocketbook clasp on it made of brass. Now, the Ovenex company had a patent on this. These are baking pans, from the 20s and 30s. A lot of discussion on this. None of us yet know for sure, and you know me, I don't want people to say, oh, I know what that is, unless you got proof, because we just don't know. And we've done research. We're still doing research. I do not believe that this was for what's that cake, the Pullman cake. Those pans always have sliding lids. There'd be no reason for a handle on the top. There would be no reason for this clasp on here like this. This is made out of brass. Somebody didn't make this. These rivets, grommets, and things, that's all original. I can tell that, and I can tell it by looking at it close up. This was not some steampunk thing, and I do not believe that it was for Pullman loaf. Another reason why, I did find one other example online, just one, and it had a lining, and that lining looked original. It was sort of like a leatherette type of a lining on the inside, and people have been tossing around, was it something the salesman carried around? Was it a cash box? Was it a this or that? It's clear that Ovenex made it. there is some thought that perhaps it was made where they retooled the factory, and for the war effort, the first war, that these could have been made as mess kits or for bandages. I cannot find anything anywhere definitively that tells me whether it was just some odd thing that the company made as a gimmick or as a giveaway. We can all guess, and I've had a million people guess, but I've not yet had anybody show me any documentation that says what it is. And
so
that's
far, I like the one that says "bake it and take it."
I like bake it and take it. Yeah, it's little, but it's the cutest little thing. So if you want to do your research for me and help me out, do some research. Somewhere out there, I'm looking for documentation that says why did they make it this way, and what purpose does it serve? So once again, you can go ahead and guess, but who gets the last word? Whoever can come up with the reference somewhere, hopefully an original source that tells us. I think it's fascinating, and I'm going to keep it until we figure it out.
That's really cool.
Oh my God.
So I guess my question is to you, can someone find an original advertisement or something somewhere that tells us why did Oven X make this and what was its purpose? So, all right, I'll put a picture on the community page. I've seen one. Remember, I have seen one other while I was researching. Exact same thing, exact same handle, exact same brass clasp. That one had an original liner, which rules out baking. And I could rule out baking anyway, even without that liner. It wouldn't make sense to have it look like that. So I think it's fascinating. Let me stop running my lips.
And I smell that coffee all the way back here.
Lori, it doesn't. I'm going to answer a question, and then I'm going to bring in somebody from the green room. It doesn't, Lori. I'm glad you asked that. But you put this next to an Oven X pan. They have the same folded edges like that. You've probably got some. It's a mystery, and that same pattern, which I think they had a patent on. So
it's a mystery wrapped up in an enigma.
It is a mystery, and I can't wait for us to somehow figure it out. Somebody's in the green room. Let me go find out who it is. I see who it is, and that person, stop picking your nose. Stop licking your lips. Are you ready? They're not ready yet. All right. Hello.
Oh.
I saw that.
Hi, Dee.
Was she picking her nose?
How you doing?
Sorry, trying to fix it's crooked.
Some of these
You're
folks
crooked.
get a little wild after.
Tripod. This one stinks.
Well, sit straight, Dee. Sit straight, and you won't be crooked.
Just lean over.
I think
No, you're good. You look good.
Down too. There we go.
I'm going to go grab another show and tell. Dee, you greet everybody for a minute, and then anyone else who has a show and tell, you let me know, and you can show and you can tell.
Yes, Dee, let them know who you are.
I'm the tired one. It says right there under my picture.
Well, you got 300 people looking at you, Dee, so you better.
Okay. Well, I am Dee, and my channel is The Thrill of the Thrift. And like all of these other fine people on the screen, straighten up and fly right. No such luck, dude. I fly crooked, and that's it. And I am also a thrifter, and I love to go to estate sales and thrift stores, yard sales, you know, the usual haunts. And resell on YouTube. That's me in a nutshell.
Tell them about our joint, because I can't remember when we're doing it.
Oh,
sale?
you said joint. I was like, what joint are you
I
passing
know.
around?
I'm like, excuse me.
You know what I meant.
Yeah,
It is-
joint or joint.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side.
It is.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side.
September 14th.
It is September 14th, and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it is on Tammy and David's channel, Vintage Uprising Texas. Yes.
Texas. How
Texas.
you doing?
How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
5 of us.
I know.
I'm gonna have a long week. This is the Super Bowl week. This is it. Promotions have to get in, or the doctors get mad, even though they're the ones who's procrastinating. So
There's my girl
Right.
Hazel
Did I
Atlas.
show you this?
Is that a purse?
oh, that is cool.
It's a
Wait,
purse.
OMG. I saw your other things on Snapchat, but when I went back to comment, it was gone. So oh my god, there's
it's
arms
Snap.
coming
Yeah,
out
I
the
hate
side.
Snap for that reason. Yes, I've
Why
been
don't you just
crafting
send it
away,
to me?
y'all.
Send it to
I've
me
been
in a
crafting away.
message.
Okay, I will. I was just making a video.
Just
and
so you know, I saw that Barbie behind your head there.
You're big, Tammy.
The
What
one
Barbie?
the one with the Barbie with the hands like this.
I got 2. Both of these have hands.
Okay, the one with the white face. I saw that at Barbie at Goodwill last Tuesday.
Oh
And-
my
But of course
word.
she didn't look like that.
Oh my word.
But I was gonna get her and mess with it, but I didn't. So if she's still there when I go tomorrow, I'm gonna get it.
Get her, mess with her.
Mess with her.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked. That is pretty wicked.
She's watching you. Her face is falling off.
I'm watching
We
you.
attached it back.
OMG.
I have some cool lamps. You want to see one of my cool lamps? One of my favorites.
Randy Tompkins said gruesome. Perfect. That means she did it right.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Right. Oh my word. I know. That's the one I saw on Snapchat. That is some craziness.
Now he took a little working,
Oh,
but this lamp, the little, it's one of those flickering lights that looks like a candle. Since this is
Yeah,
totally like
I have
that.
one of those. I love those light bulbs. They're awesome.
that is
So
so
very cool.
creative.
I've been very excited. I've been obsessed with doing this for 2 weeks.
That's
So
in
that's
our
all coming
kitchen.
to a
Know it.
sale not tomorrow, but next Wednesday.
So Tammy, if folks are interested in these wonderful one of a kind things, can you tell us again when you're going to be selling them?
September 6th, next Wednesday, not
Okay.
tomorrow, but next Wednesday
Okay.
on my channel. I got a lot of Halloween stuff that I'm bringing that I've made, and I'm trying to get some more done. So
Jeffrey Reed said those would be covered with a white sheet at the medical center.
this is
Tell
my
me there's-
favorite.
Tell me there's a head in there.
It could be. I didn't put one in yet.
Oh.
I thought a chocolate bug cake would be great in here.
Oh my gosh.
Chocolate roach cake. Have y'all seen those? I'm sending
No.
a recipe with it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be yummy. Roach cake, yum. Chocolate roach cake.
I know. I
Yum,
was
yum.
crafting. That's why I didn't get to Scott's sale till like 10 to 10, quarter to 10. Because I was down there and I'm like, I look at the clock. I said, "Oh dang! I missed the whole." I don't know why I thought it was starting at 9. I don't know why I have 9 o'clock in my brain.
That's
Jeffrey.
That's the 2 chaps at 9.
That's probably why. That's got to be why. But then again, y'all know I'm nuts. So
I'd like to show you a couple of more things for show and tell.
I don't have anything for show and tell.
I found my first piece of signed American Brilliant cut glass.
Oh my gosh.
I hope my American Brilliant cut glass people are still here. It is signed, and it's so hard for me to find signed pieces of American Brilliant.
I didn't know they signed them.
I didn't know that either.
Sometimes the signatures are tiny, and you can, may I go solo for a second? This is American Brilliant cut, and it is Fry glass, F-R-Y. We've heard of Fry glass before.
That is stunning.
It will be impossible for you to see, but way down in the bottom there, way down in there is the signature F-R-Y, and I know you can't see it. I wish I could get you to where, can you see right, just barely? I'm trying to get the ring light on it. See that? That looks
that little shadow.
Yeah, it looks like a scratch.
Yeah.
That's the word Fry. And this is Fry glass.
That is, oh my God. It looks like a bunch of diamonds, for crying out loud.
Oh my goodness. The whole thing is cut American Brilliant at its best. And I know Southern Buckeye. Did you see it? I'm so glad you're still here, Melody. You see it? You saw Fry? It's tiny. And you have to really, and sometimes they would sign it on one of the facets and you can't see it. Oh my gosh, when I found this. And around the top, you already think you're going to cut yourself. It's impossible to tell if it's chipped because you're going to cut yourself anyway. But really, you will find a few little flea bites here and there. Nothing serious on this at all. And oh my
that
God.
would look beautiful in your cabinet behind you.
I can't wait. I'm eventually I'll sell it, but I have to live with it for a while. You know how it goes.
Black light.
Scott, Melody said put your black light on it and it'll turn lime green.
Oh, I didn't plug my let me plug my light back in. I'll do that. I'll check it in a second, Melody. I'll see if it looks lime green. I'm going to show you a couple of I'm going to show you. I had unplugged my.
While you're doing that, Charlie Brown's teacher wants to ask you a question.
Who's Charlie Brown's teacher?
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, I don't think it's lime green. Do you see lime? Does it show up as lime green?
No, it's purple.
I was going to say purple.
Is it
She
supposed
said you have to turn your ring light off.
Oh, all right. I'll do that. I'll try it when I turn it off. I'll try it, Melody. I promise you I will. I don't want
Well, we want to see it. We want to see it when you try it.
All right. Well, I'll bring you guys back and I'll try it without everybody. But look, I need some more help. I think this is Victorian. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Doesn't it?
Brass?
It looks like a sea anemone. What is it called?
Actually, yeah, one of the. There's a jellyfish called a Mexican shaw that kind of flies like that in the ocean. Very pretty.
Yeah. This I believe to be Victorian. I totally believe this is a Victorian piece, and I just got it. I paid for it, though. I mean, I'm not afraid to pay for stuff. You know, you don't always get everything for 50 cents at a yard sale. So, but it's got no damage on it at all. I'm not sure who the maker is. But look at those ruffles on that Victorian piece. And I can't find any markings. So I have that. Just wanted to show and tell. This is just some new things I have. If you are still with me and you are an Art Deco person. Look at the label. Look how deco these labels are.
Right.
And this was sold at Gimbel's. And it's amazing that these paper labels are still on the decanters. You see that?
Right.
Very amazing, yeah.
So it's looking very, and you could put a lock on it. So it's looking very 1930s, this piece here.
Imagine they had to put locks on it back then.
Oh, yeah. You know, you want to keep the servants and the children out of here. So this slides out. This will slide out if you take the lock off, and then you can get to the liquor. But I'm just so excited that these labels are still on there and just so classic Depression. And then I just bought this today, and it's a little bit older than you might think if you just look at it. If I turn it upside down, you know, that's so Napco, and what are the other Japanese companies that did the numbers like that?
Lefton.
Yeah. What else? Napco, Lefton.
Dang it. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
I know. I can't remember either.
Relpo.
Anesco?
Relpo.
Not Anesco.
Anesco.
Mm-hmm.
So planter, and so clearly probably something that was made from between, I'd say, the mid 50s to the mid 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that Japan, because we know that that's that after the war. And I just love him because it's so hard to find old Halloween, isn't it?
It is. I feel like I found something like that at one time, like quite a few years ago, because it looks really familiar.
Yes, Alyssa, Anarco, and I know I keep saying your name wrong, Alyssa, but I've been saying it wrong. You need to correct me. Napco, yeah, it's one of them. And then as part of my fall extravaganzas, I'm going to be having an all owl sale.
Bonnie Abrams, she said my pacemaker just kicked in.
On which piece, Bonnie?
It's got the liquor. The liquor.
Oh, on the
stuff.
liquor? I know.
Jeffrey wanted to remind Tammy to tell you about a new genre of glass she came up with.
Oh, my butter glass.
I'm
I
gonna
found butter glass.
I'm bringing you in like 2 minutes. I saw that video, and you made a meme out of me.
What is butter glass?
Hold on. I'm bringing you guys back in a second, and you guys can have the camera. Last thing I want to say is, remember, every Monday night in September, fall extravaganza, and one night I'm having an owl sale.
Ooh, Karen, you hear that? An owl sale. She's going to be there.
Where you will be able to have, I've got 2 bookends that look like that. I've got 2 bookends that look like that.
Ah.
This is old. This is 1930s. I've got salt and pepper shakers with owls on them that are old. That's hand painted, and that goes back
I
to
like that.
This is old. And that hook was already on there. We don't know what it was made for, but this is old. This piece goes probably back to the Depression era. See the way he's painted? And I've only just begun. I'm still bringing boxes down from the attic. I've got owls, and I'm going to have so much fun every Monday night in September. Okay, now I am monopolizing.
It's only just begun.
But
You're going to have an all owl sale?
It'll be close to all owls.
It'll be the Al Jolson sale.
I like to sing it. I like to sing and a swinger. I like to.
Karen's going to be all over that sale. She's going to be saying hoot, hoot.
Okay, now you guys.
Yeah, did y'all see my last haul video? Scott is a meme in my video because, he loves it when we say the correct words on things. And I always say the correct words on things.
No, I did not correct. Now you make it sound like I corrected you, and I did not.
Yeah, I when I said it, I could feel your head just a rolling like.
What, when you said Vaseline uranium?
Exactly.
Excuse me for a second here. I have to make a point. And I know Tammy and David will totally agree with me.
Oh, and I won't?
No, you won't. You won't. Tammy and David, when we were in Philly and New Jersey, did we find anything close to what Scott finds when he goes thrifting?
Yes, you have a bad memory.
Excuse me?
You know, there's those 2 stores he's never taken us to, D. There's like...
I told Hazel Atlas that he's got honey holes that he is not taking us to because we have never found anything close to what he finds when we're there.
Wait.
I don't.
My grandfather's violin is in the basement. Let me go get it.
David found the book press. Yeah. I could kill David for shipping that home.
That book press was in Texas, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, no, that was at that antique store.
Yeah, it was in Philly.
Right.
He had it shipped home. That was a pretty
I will say this. I will say that as Scott makes his circuit, like he said, I mean, y'all, we've all been there. It can be hit or miss. You go to the one you always go to, and you decide, oh, I'm not going to go to that one. I never find anything, and boom, you find 4 or 5 things. I'm like, I never find anything here.
I need to see if.
I mean,
I need to see if this is lime green. Are you guys going to show something?
I'm not going to step on Scott's hammered toes. I'm not doing it.
Are you guys going to show something?
I have something.
Who made this?
What you got?
You want me to make you big, David?
Van Borrego. Woo! Van Borrego. Van vase. It's so beautiful. So pretty.
Was that the cat?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Binks.
It's Binks.
Hi, buddy.
Binks said Van Borrego. He said, oh, he loves it.
What's that? Come here.
That's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
I'll try
And
it,
I
Melody.
showed Scott and Tammy this yesterday. I found this really nice deco 18 karat ring.
Oh, yeah.
For under $13
Where?
at an antique store, believe it or not. I don't know if the dealer was blind, but it's clearly marked 18 karat. And it's super deco. So those are my 2 items. I went shopping without Tam Tam again.
Where'd Scott go? To the bathroom?
Yeah, he went to the closet. He locked himself in. He's making animal noises.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, can I see that deco ring? But I don't want to leave the store, and I didn't see it, and she couldn't find it. And I said, second shelf, here, I'll come around. I went around. It took a second, walked all the way around. She still couldn't find it. I said, I pointed like you're picking cookies at the bakery. And I said, it's right there under those cufflinks. And she goes, this one? I said, yes. How much is it? And I'm like, prepared for the worst. She goes, it's $1,250. And I said, $1,250. And she goes, no, $12.50. Yeah, I'll take it.
It doesn't fit, David.
Huh?
The ring. Somebody asked. It doesn't fit you.
This is my show and tell.
Oh, look at those ears. Why is his ears back?
Oh, he's mad.
I don't know. He's not mad.
Well, he's got his ears back.
Meow, 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 meow. I should bring mine in. My Nipsey cat.
Put your ears down.
Look at him. He looks like he's ready for Halloween with those ears back.
I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, Bubbies? What are you doing?
Good night, Alyssa, BRN. Thank you.
So have you ever heard of butter glass?
Yes.
I don't know.
I didn't know what it was called, and I was trying to say it, and this is how I twist my words all the time. And it says butter on there, and I said it's butter glass.
It was really.
Instead of a butter
OMG.
dish.
Here I'm thinking it's some kind of.
It's my butter glass. I made a new thing, y'all. It's my butter glass.
Oh, Adam.
Had to put that in context for you.
I'm going to have to go to the ERA to take this off.
Dude, look at your fingers already turning red.
I know. I'm going to have to cut it off. I'm going to saw it off now.
I'm here.
Look how it looks sawed off. That's pretty cool.
We have constant entertainment with David.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Something.
I'm not funny at all.
Oh yeah, you are. I hate to tell you.
What? I don't know. That
$95 for that Swan vase. Are we buying the Swan vase or are we buying the whole
That's
cup?
a glass company.
I told him he needs to start putting his shorts now that he made his YouTube channel that was confusing Scott today.
No. Now that you forced
Yes, because he didn't tell me he was going to do that. I'm like, who is this?
Man, let me put my Diva glasses on now. Now these are my Diva glasses. Hey, look at that. Hey, cheers. Cheers.
Randy,
No,
I have
Scott
long
cannot
glasses.
sit still. He cannot sit still.
Randy,
No, I love it when he shows an item. Like, I had this Chase vase, and it's gorgeous. Just look at the lines. It's
Randy.
beautiful. Where are the bins at?
Hey, Randy. When I was born, Randy, I jumped out. When I was born, I jumped out and I slapped the doctor.
Get out of my way. I'm running.
And then the doctor slapped your mama.
I was born on a Monday morning at 6 a.m. Monday morning at 6 a.m. and I've been running ever since.
Oh,
Guess what? I have 6 of these.
Sold.
It looks so tiny.
6 of them. They are. Now, I don't know if Fenton made these little tiny punch cups. They're not marked. It's, opalescent hobnail. These are old.
They're
And
shot glasses with a handle.
well, they have applied handles, and I haven't
glasses with a handle.
I haven't had a chance to research them yet. So I'm not really sure. But these came from the Good Stuff thrift shop. I took you guys there, so
Good stuff.
I took you there.
He has a friend that brings out his special box when he rolls in.
So I got
Yeah, he
6
hasn't
of
said
those.
it all.
Mr. Scooty, here is your box.
Yeah.
Beauty.
I also bought this because I collect the candy jars from.
Are you doing a thrift haul video, Scott?
Y'all keep interrupting me. I can't get through it. I need to mute them all. I'm trying to do a show and tell, so I'm trying, but I can't tell. I'm only showing.
I can't tell.
you can go get something. So look, this is orange and it's got that bird of paradise painted on it. So I'll keep this in my own collection. Yeah, I'm doing a show and tell. Look at that.
Ooh.
Bubbles.
Is it candlewick? Spoon?
Is that plastic or glass?
No, it's glass.
Put it in the camera. Let me look.
Is it candlewick? Yeah, it's a glass spoon.
Neat things.
And the last thing I'm going to show you is my little Halloween.
Oh, stop lying.
This is show and tell. Dee, what are you going to show us?
I'm not showing nothing.
Beside that cat, yeah. No wardrobe, no wardrobe malfunctions. I bought 4 of these little guys. And
David's uncle.
It's my uncle.
Thing I'll show you.
That's a way to get rid of him. Patsy, he's doing a show and tell now. What was that picture? Randy wants to see your picture again. Cary Grant. The first one was David with his eyes scratched out.
Uncle Cary.
And does that have felt on it? Do they have felt, Scott?
Are they flocked?
Flocked. Yeah. Do they have a little flocked on them? No?
Mm-hmm.
Felt, flocked, velour.
There's the kitty.
Look, it's Binks. Are you going to hang those up? Oh, Scott can hear us, but he can't talk.
Look, she and I have the same nose. Did you notice that?
I did notice that.
Be quiet.
You open the door. It's your baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look, you got a pumpkin. I got a pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin head doll.
My pumpkin baby. Oh, you got a witch? I got a witch.
How did you do that?
Too.
No.
I paper mache her on.
Okay.
I'm excited
All
to
right.
find.
I gotcha.
I have a Cary Grant.
And then here's my other baby.
And his custom lavender socks.
Well, I have one thing I can show.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
It's nothing. It's nothing vintage. It's one of my upcycles that I did. If y'all remember, I bought that big gray, ugly mailbox that was brand new, and I turned it into this.
Oh, cute.
So we got a bird on here. I hate StreamYard.
And what is not a porcupine? What is he called? It's a porcupine.
Yeah. I figured because it's outside, why not put outside things on it? We've got mushrooms and a bunny.
You need to make a Halloween one. You should have made a Halloween one. Have hands coming out of it and eyeballs all around it. That's a good idea. I like that.
So, a hedgehog. That's what it is, a hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
Yes. It's a hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
So that's what I did with the mailbox. And I painted the little flag thing black to match the, the little animals and stuff on it. And it has the handle and all that stuff is on the inside that, that goes with it. But so that's all I wanted to show.
Hush,
Thanks, Jeffrey. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so I mean, we don't have my daughter where she lives. They have these kind of mailboxes at the side of the road. We don't have those where I'm at. So
I have one like that. Dee, I have 3 of them, and they're all three times bigger than that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be selling this at an upcoming live sale if anyone's interested.
Do you want more mailboxes? Because Round Top's coming out.
Well, I would like more of vintage mailboxes if I could get my hands on them.
I have 3 hanging at my back door. I have them hung on the wall on the outside of my door.
Really?
I saw it on
Yeah,
Pinterest.
well, Dee, she's got a collection of everything.
No shizzle. Thank you, Mama T-Bird.
Wah, 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 wah,
I just figured, why not have a pretty mailbox, right? Why not?
Right. And watch this guy come through with a bat knocking them all down.
I know, right?
That has happened around here.
Yeah, we've had some kids.
You saw
Some
my
meddling
little darling on my back shelf. Oh, my Winnie Mae, yes. Yeah, she's back here on my wall. Yes, she
Is Scott
is.
still here, or did he lock himself in the bathroom again?
He probably did.
Scott, can you hear us?
No,
Are you locked in the bathroom?
No, I am not.
We always say it's a rule. Do not shut the door when you go to the bathroom when you're live.
I am not in the bathroom. You can hear me.
He never stays and watches.
Doors open.
Yeah, what we're showing and telling. Yeah.
He gets up and he leaves. What a host.
I can hear everything you people are saying.
I'm glad.
I can hear, and you better not be misbehaving on my channel.
Oh, the little guy in the
You
night
can see
shirt.
all the scenery things that we showed.
That we said.
Yeah, I had this at my sale Saturday, and when I went to wrap it, I found out it was cracked. Look, I got paint all splattered on my fingers.
Yeah.
I found out he was cracked, unfortunately, and so I contacted the person that bought it. It's a Royal Dalton. To see if she still wanted it if I knocked off like $4, but she never answered me back. So, unfortunately, but yeah, the cracks are on the bottom, but what are you gonna do? I didn't see them because I'd be blind. Jeez.
Oh, I can wear this for Halloween.
Oh, do you, Jeffrey? Hi, Cricket. Yeah, me and Cricket are going to be doing a sale in September too.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. My eyes are bad enough as it is. Woo.
Let's see what's around here. Maybe I could grab one of Tammy's things and sell it live.
I think it's time to bring this to an end.
Owl fairy lamp.
Leave my owl fairy lamps alone.
I think it's time for us to bring this to an end.
Wait, let me show Scott this. He's probably never seen it.
No, I've got a few
Why?
things I need. No, I've got a few things I need to rinse out.
Really quick. You've seen these, Scott, right? The Viking fairy lamps?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 of these. I've never seen them. Someone made a mold and then made candles. And they don't fit in the fairy lamp. So they're about the same size as if you made a mold, filled the wax, blah, blah, blah. I thought those were neat. I have 2 of these. It was kind of funky.
Those are neat.
But I know you're tired. It's been a long day at the old curiosity shop.
Bonnie. I love Bonnie. She's hilarious.
That's funny.
Every show needs a fairy lamp.
Yeah, I had to show a fairy lamp.
Last one.
You need to share those.
Can't beat my ginger snaps. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, those were superb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this girl brings a big old can of ginger snaps for Scott.
He shared.
Well, because he's the ginger snap king.
He shared.
Cookies, but you only make them like twice a year, so.
Yeah, we sold them.
I shared.
Stole his ginger snaps like I try to steal his dishes.
So
Yeah,
I was
still
saying
mad about that.
about what?
You and Vinny hijacking my dishes.
Mm-hmm. Because
I didn't.
he put them in there and forgot them.
No,
he got them all mixed up with my 1,000 boxes that I had.
Right.
No, you were mad. No, she was mad. She was a sore loser because I grabbed that pink you stink console set before she could get her grubby hands on it, and she got mad. Dee, did I tell you I keep finding post-mortem photographs?
Do you now? I have not run across one.
Oh my God, how funny is that? I mean, it's not funny, but I mean, it's funny. Like, I mean,
funny. Right, and it started with you.
Yeah.
I have that picture in my drawer over here.
That was a thing back then.
I know. Well, you know what? I got to tell you, when my great uncle, when he passed away, not all the family could come here. So they took pictures of him in his casket for them because they couldn't come, you know, to the wake and the funeral and that. So, you know, that's probably why I have this man in my drawer, because somebody took his picture for a family member. But why would you just give it to a thrift store?
Because as it gets down the line, these people don't know those people.
Well, that's true too.
Unless you're a genealogy person, are you going to be interested in 4 generations up above you?
Donated, and they don't necessarily know that's in there. But and different cultures do different. My grandfather was horrible for taking pictures of people in caskets. Every time you turn around, look, you want to see a picture of Aunt Ruth? Okay, and there she is in a casket. He took pictures of everybody in a casket.
Or you're taking the Polaroid and you're doing that, and it comes out, and then it slips in.
Yeah, and then it falls in.
You got to go fishing for it.
But anyway.
Oh my God.
Well, cats and kittens, it is now 11:03, and I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's fun to do the chit chat. I think after, and a lot of people hang around, and this gives us a chance to just kind of relax and have some fun and chit chat. So once again, thanks everybody for being here tonight. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. What's coming up next will probably be Vinny on Saturday. No, coming up on Wednesday would be Tammy and David.
Tomorrow for Tammy.
Yeah, I did 2 chicks in a chat tomorrow with Miss Martha, Vintage Conversation. Then Wednesday, it's going to be me and Dave.
Then Saturday, Vinny and Dee. And then come back. Make sure you come see me on Labor Day.
This coming Wednesday.
Yeah, this Wednesday.
The 30th.
Girls going, y'all better learn to split your screens. They better learn to split their screens. Because she's having to sell against me at the same time.
Oh my God. And you know what? I'm sorry, Tammy, but I can't.
It's okay.
It's so hard for me to do them on the days I
know.
I'm having a sale at 7:00 Eastern with Marianne from All in the Attic Treasures. I had promised her for a really long time I would do a sale with her, and I just kept forgetting. So, and it's on my channel. So y'all have more than one device. You can put Tammy and Dave on one and me on the other. Or don't. Just go to hers or mine, whatever.
Yeah, just split the screen. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
David comes in, what is all that noise? Because everybody's going at the same time. You got to turn one down to listen to the other.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that. I'm like,
don't worry about it. It's hard. It's hard to not overlap people.
And
I try not to, but sometimes it happens.
And I'll see you on Monday night, Labor Day. I'll be here, and Labor Day is my first fall extravaganza. I will be here in my pumpkin spice outfit, and I expect you guys to be here as well. Monday, the first Monday in September.
You're selling that above your head? That autumn stuff right there above your head?
I might, and I might not. We just gonna have to wait and see. Thanks, everybody. Had a great time. Let's all say good night. Sleep tight.
Good night.
Dreams to you.
Nighty night.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
What's his name? Good night, Jed. What's his name? How do you say it?
Good night, John Boy.
John Boy. Good night, John Boy.